So with that being said, we're going to start. So wherever you are, whether you're seated, you're in child's pose, you're on your back, whatever it may be, just start to ground down. And just softly close your eyes. And as you're here, begin to take the biggest inhale in. And exhale, let it all go. And start to just breathe. Whether you breathe in through your nose and out through your nose, whatever it is, don't judge it. Just let the breath be the guide. And as we sit here and we start to settle in, start to just notice the way you inhale and the way that you exhale. And start to notice the pattern, the constant, almost like a wave. And maybe as you inhale, start to grow. And as you exhale, start to ground. And I know everybody is feeling at some level uncertainty, anxiety, off kilter. What's going on is new for all of us. It's different. It's crazy. And some of us have, all of us have been affected, but some of us, maybe we have a little bit more time with our families, more time with our loved ones. But maybe some of us have less. Maybe some of us are just have added. Maybe this situation has added to their plate. I feel both of those situations, so I understand on each end. And I think the best thing that we can do is put our practice into place. So we so often talk about cutting out the noise, finding time in our busy lives to just stop, enjoy, soak it in, and to breathe. Well, in some crazy way, the universe just did that for us. They just pressed the pause button. So, not that I take light of any of this, because it's affected us in major ways. But if I can take anything from this, I take the opportunity to be still and to breathe and to look around me in a life with less distractions. There was, if anybody follows Dr. Shafali, my sister, thank you, Lindsay, sent me this. I don't know if it's a podcast or whatnot, but the way she summed it up was that this is forcing us to sort of cut away the labels and cut away the things that we think define us, our jobs, our activities, our places we go, going out, the things that fill up our time for good reason. But without all those things, what are we left with? We're left with ourselves. So in a life where I feel that we just search for this balance of, work and life, family, loved ones, all of a sudden, what we wanted was a little bit more time and a little bit less of the crazy. It's thrown us off balance. I feel like we're all off kilter. And now we need to find this new normal, this new way to be. And before you dive into this maybe extra time that we might have now with all of these things of taking classes and, running down this to-do list, cleaning your closets, which is great, take a moment to pause. Take a moment to breathe. And just take a moment to sit. And come back just to that breath. Because that breath is our constant. And then maybe it's that space between the inhale and the exhale. That pause. That we find some sense of light, of peace. And of balance. So, with that being said, maybe today, in your practice, you embrace the pause. That pause between that inhale and the exhale. Take one more big inhale in. And exhale, let it all go. And now as you inhale, start to raise those hands high into the sky. Reach all the way up. And then use that exhale. Come all the way down. Melt the heart down towards the floor. Walk your hands out as far as you can in front of you. Hinge at the hips, drop the heart. Walk the hands over to the right. Maybe bring that left hand on top. And walk your hands over, back through center. And bring that right hand over the left. Breathe your way into that right side body. Come back to center. Come down even further. Let it all go. And then as you inhale, start to walk your way back up. Use your inhale, bring your hands high. Reach all the way up, grounding those sit bones down into the ground. Use your exhale, just look over that right shoulder. Maybe place that left hand on your right knee, look over the right. Use your inhale, bring it back all the way up to center. Use your exhale, twist to the left. Big breath in, big breath out. Use your inhale, come back into center. Use your exhale, bring your hands down. Bring your feet together, soles of the feet together. Come into that butterfly pose or cobbler's pose or Baddha Konasana, however you want to call it. You're going to use your inhale, you're going to grow, lengthen. And then as you exhale, round it out. Let the heart come down and begin to just breathe. And now you're going to use your inhale, bring it all the way up. Bring the knees together. You're going to come all the way onto all fours. Find your tabletop position. And now take the opportunity here. We come here all the time. Ground your hands down into your mat and start to just set yourself up. So set those knees right beneath the hips and maybe tap those feet out. Let your body know that you're here. Claim your space. Maybe ground those fingertips down onto your mat. Use your inhale. You're going to drop the belly, lift that heart. Come into that happy cow. And as you exhale, start to round it out. Tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin. Use that inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart. Use that exhale, round. And again, inhale. And exhale, round. This time just dip those hips to the left. And And breathe your way to the right. And come back to center. Come into those circles. Maybe bring those hips up and back. Come bring it down. And start to just breathe your way in. And then maybe take it in the other direction. Come back into center. And you're so from all fours, use your inhale, bring your right hand up high into the sky. And as you exhale, thread the needle. Drop that right shoulder down. Just breathe. You can place the left hand on top of the right. And take that left hand back to the mat. And as you inhale, bring your right hand up high. And exhale back down to the mat. Now you're going to use your inhale, the left hand comes up high. And as you exhale, drop that left shoulder, thread the needle on other side. Bring your way into that left shoulder for 3, 2, 1. Use your inhale, bring it all the way back up. Back down onto your mat. And from here, you're going to curl your toes under, send those hips up and back. You're going to take that first downward dog of the day. Walk your dog here. Bend your right knee, bend your left. Bring your heart towards the thighs. And just breathe. Everybody's dog looks different. You're going to ground your hands into your mat. You're going to try to distribute that weight. So if you feel like the weight's in your wrist, just send the hips back a little bit more. Send that heart towards the thighs just a little bit more. And breathe. 3, 2. You're going to inhale, bring the heels to the sky. And as you exhale, bring the heels closer to the earth. Take that big breath in, big breath out. And now as you inhale, bring your right leg up high into the sky. Reach it up and lung, bend the knee and start to stack. Open up the hips. And as you're here, see if you can pull that right shoulder square to your mat. As you inhale, lift the leg higher. As you exhale, bring it down. And now inhale, left leg lifts. Bend that knee and open. Same thing, other side. Use the breath, inhale, lift higher. As you exhale, bring it down. Now as you inhale, you're going to shift the heart forward. You're going to come into that high plank. So grounding those hands down into your mat, send the heels to the back of the room. Shine the heart forward, send the energy of the heart forward and breathe. Hold it here for 3, 2, 1. Use your exhale, bring it back, find that downward facing dog. Walk your dog. Big breath in, big breath out. Big breath in, big breath out. Use your inhale, float back into that high plank. Hold it here. Breathe for 3, 2. Use that exhale. Bring it back for 3, 2. Last one. As you inhale, come forward, find that plank, hold it here. And now as you exhale, we're going to slowly lower ourselves all the way down to the mat. Belly comes down. And now as your belly's down on the mat, ground those hands down. And as you inhale, lift that heart. Come into that baby cobra. Then as you exhale, bring it down. Let that breath guide you. Ground the hands down. As you inhale, lift. As you exhale, bring it down. Now ground those hands down into your mat. This time as you inhale, lift that heart up. Pull the chest up. Come into that cobra. Or even upward facing if you want to pull the thighs off the mat. Roll the shoulders back. Take that big inhale in. And now as you exhale, send the body back. Find that downward facing dog. Long breath in. Long breath out. You're going to walk the feet to meet the hands. As you exhale, fold forward onto the mat. Now as you're here in your fold, let this be your opportunity to let it go. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. Open your mouth. Close your mouth. Take one more. Then on your next inhale, bend bend into those knees and start to rise. Find yourself coming all the way up, one vertebrae at a time. Find yourself at the top of your mat and start to ground the feet down. And start to settle. And now come to mountain pose. So mountain pose is easy, right? You're just standing here. But take it a step further. Start to connect. So start to ground the feet down into the mat and actually place the four corners of the soles of the feet. Mindfully connect. And as you do that, start to build from the ground up, step by step. Engaging the shins to the thighs, to the belly, peeling your heart open and letting the shoulders roll down. And as the hands come by your sides, let the crown of the head lift. And close your eyes if you haven't done so already. And now find that mountain pose. And as you're here in your pose, find your breath. Embrace the constant of the inhale and the exhale. And this time as you breathe, notice that pause, that space between that inhale and the exhale. And if you haven't done so yet, set your own intention for your practice. Maybe it's to find the stillness, to embrace the breath, or to just ride that wave, whatever it may be. Take a big inhale in, fill all the way up. And as you exhale, open mouth side out, let it go. And now as you inhale, bring your hands high into the sky. Reach tall and long, and just bend your way to the right. Use your inhale, come back to center. Use your exhale, come to the left. Use your inhale, come back to center. Reach as tall as you can. Use your exhale, hands to heart. And as you ground your hands down, your feet down into the mat, use your inhale, rise taller. And this time, as you exhale, empty, fold forward. As you inhale, come up halfway. Take that long spine, shine the heart forward. As you exhale, ground your hands down into your mat. You're going to step back. Find your way into that high plank again. Become strong here. And as you inhale, shift that heart forward. Tuck those elbows in. As we exhale, we're going to find our chaturanga here. So a half push-up. And then as you inhale, come into that upward facing or your cobra. You're going to use your exhale, bring your way back to that downward facing dog. Take a long breath in, long breath out. We're going to flow through some sun salutations. The only rule here that I have is to breathe first, move second. So let that breath guide you. Maybe even close your eyes and just ride the wave. On your next breath, walk or float to the front of your mat. Use your exhale, fold. And then as you inhale, rise, bring it all the way up. Use your exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Let it go. Ground your feet down into the mat. Use your inhale, rise. Then as you exhale, empty, let it go, fold. Use your inhale, come up halfway, long spine here. Use your exhale, plant those hands on your mat, step it back. If you're stepping back, try to alternate the feet you step back with. Use your inhale, shift the heart forward. Exhale, bring it down, chaturanga. On the inhale, upward facing. Use your exhale, bring it back. Find that downward facing dog. Take that long breath in. Long breath out. Walk your feet to the front of your mat. Use your inhale, bring it all the way up. Use your exhale, hands to heart. As you inhale, rise. And then as you exhale, empty, fold. Use that inhale, come up halfway. And then as you exhale, plant it down and just start to find your flow. This flow is called our vinyasa. So make it work for you. As long as you breathe, it works. Big breath in, big breath out. Last one here, walk or float from your mat. Use your exhale, fold. And then as you inhale, rise, bring it all the way. Use that exhale, bring your hands to heart. As you inhale, grow tall. And then as you exhale, empty, let it go. Come up halfway on the inhale. And then exhale, bring those hands to the mat, step it back, take your flow, whatever that means to you. Options here to drop your knees or skip it all together. Take that big breath in. Big breath out. Big breath in. Big breath out. You're going to bend those knees, big, big bend, almost like they're touching the mat. Hold it here. You're going to look through the hands, lift the hips, and hop to the front. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, come up halfway, long spine. Now as you exhale, empty fold. Use your inhale, rise. Bring it all the way up. Bring your hands down through heart center. As you exhale, find your chair pose. So bring that weight into your heels. And as you're sinking down, start to lift the hands. And as your hands come high, roll those shoulders away from your ears, sinking a little bit lower. Spread that heart wide open as you inhale, lift. As you exhale, fold. Use your inhale, bring it up halfway. Now as you exhale, bring it down. Take your flow. Or don't, or just move back through downward dog. And as you're here, you're going to inhale, raise your right leg high. You're going to step it through, drop the left knee. You're going to scooch that right foot up, and as you inhale, you're going to bring your hands up high, find your Anjaneyasana, your low lunge. And as you exhale, you're going to come into those cactus arms. As you inhale, shift that heart a little bit more towards the sky. This time as you inhale, raise those hands up. And as you exhale, we're just going to twist to the right. So you're going to look over that right shoulder. You're going to breathe for 3, 2. Use that inhale, come back through center. And then as you exhale, bring your hands down to the ground, step it back, find your downward dog. And from downward dog, as you inhale, left leg lifts. Step that through. Find that low lunge, other side. Walk that left foot up just a little bit. And when you're ready on the inhale, bring those hands up high. Roll those shoulders down. Use your exhale, find those cactus arms. As you inhale, lift that heart a little bit more. Exhale. Use that inhale, rise those hands up high. And as you exhale, twist to the left. Look over that left shoulder. And breathe for 3, 2, 1. Use that inhale, bring your hands up high into the sky. Use that exhale, back down to the ground and step it back. And take a flow. Or don't, or just stay in downward dog. You're going to bend those knees. You're going to look to the front. Use your exhale, hop. Use your inhale, come up halfway. Use that exhale, fold. As you inhale, begin to rise. Use that exhale, find that chair pose. This time in chair, raise those hands up high as you inhale. Then as you exhale, bring them behind you. Use that inhale, lift. Use that exhale, bring them behind you. Move the energy as you inhale, lift. Use that exhale behind you. One more time as you inhale, lift. This time as you exhale behind you, sit lower. Bend deeper for 3, 2. Exhale, fold. Let it go. Use your inhale, come up halfway. Bring your hands to your mat. Your choice here. You can flow it out if you want to take a vinyasa, or just move back, downward dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. You're going to use your inhale. You're going to lift your right leg high. Step the right foot through. And this time we're going to come up. Find your warrior 1. So you're going to place the left foot down, left toes point to the top left corner of your mat. And take your time here. So as you rise up, you're grounding that right foot down. And when you're ready, you're going to bring those hands up high. And now your warrior. Build the foundation from the ground up. Set the building blocks. Do the work. Because the more you ground down into your foundation, the stronger your foundation is, the more free the rest of your body can be. So once you're here, reminding yourself to pull that right hip back, send that left hip forward, bring those hands up high. And as you're reaching high into the sky, roll those shoulders down your back. And now just breathe. Be in your pose. Embrace that strength. For 1 more. And as you inhale, lift that heart. And as you exhale, bring the hands down and rinse it out. Or just push back. The amount of vinyasas you do is totally up to you. As you inhale, lift the left leg. Step it through, find that warrior one other side. As you inhale, lift those hands, find your pose. Find that strength grounded down. If you find that you're wobbly, just widen it. There's no rule book here. I mean, some people might have one, but I certainly don't. Do what works. Whoops. And as you're here, bring your hands up high. Roll those shoulders down and breathe. For 3, 2. Use that inhale, lift that heart. As you exhale, bring the hands down. Step it back, and again, optional vinyasa. If the vinyasas are getting old, just push it back, find that downward dog. Take that big breath in, big breath out. Bend the knees, hop to the front. Use that exhale, fold, and as you inhale, rise. Last one here, take that chair pose. I may have lied, I don't know. Bring that weight down into the heels, and this time lift the toes. So maybe bring those hands to heart center. And breathe, sink a little bit lower. For 3, 2, come onto the tippy toes. Now lift the heels. For 3, 2. Use that exhale, fold. As you inhale, bring it halfway. Use that exhale, bring it down. This time, just step it back. Find your way into downward dog. Use that inhale, right leg lifts. Step it through. Use your inhale, warriors rise. Now start to move with the breath. So start to use that inhale to lift those hands up high. Roll those shoulders down. Find the right amount of lunge and find the strength. And as you inhale, lift the heart. Now as you exhale, we're opening up. Find that warrior 2. So as you're in warrior 2, find the strength in this pose. So our right knee is over that right ankle, and it wants to poke its way into the center. It always does. Remind it to come up to the pinky edge. And start to find that line all the way down that left leg. And as you're here, find that midline, that center of strength. And then when you're ready, hands go front to back. Rolling the shoulders away from your ears. Gaze comes over that middle finger, and now just breathe. And as you're grounding down, your heart is lifted up. And you're strong, but you're free. And now use your inhale, put that palm, reverse your warrior. Open up that right side body. And as you exhale, bring it down. Step it back, downward dog. Use your inhale, left leg lift. Step it through, warrior 1. Use that breath on the inhale, hands come high. Roll the shoulders down. Breathe. Find the pose. Find the stance. Use your inhale, lift that heart. And as you exhale, open this one up. Find your way, warrior 2, other side. Same idea. As much as we want to reach forward to with that left hand, you want to bring that core to that middle line. And breathe here for 3, 2, 1. Flip that palm, reverse your warrior. Use your inhale, open that left side body. Roll that left shoulder back. Use your exhale, bring it all the way down. This time, take a flow. For 3, 2, 1. Breathe. Use your inhale, right leg lifts. This time we're going to step the right foot through, and we're going to come into our high lunge, crescent lunge. We're going to use our inhale, raise those hands up high. And find your strength here. So ground your right foot down into your mat, but if you find that your toes are like gripping on just so that you can hold on, relax. Bring that back heel high off the mat. Pulling the inner thighs together. Find your strength. And now as you're here, use your inhale, hands lift. Roll the shoulders down your back. Use your exhale, find those cactus arms. Lift that heart on the inhale. This time, hands come high, and then bring them behind you as the exhale. Ground that right foot down into your mat, and you can stay here, or if it's there for you, start to scooch that left foot up, find your airplane pose. Shift your heart forward and breathe. For 3, 2, 1. We're going to step it back. On the inhale, lift that heart. As you exhale, bind the hands behind you. Come right into your humble. Surrender. Drop the head, drop the heart. And begin to just let go. Let go of everything else until all you have left is your breath. Last one, use your inhale, lift that heart, hands come all the way up. Use your exhale, open up, warrior 2. Find your stance here, plant it down. Flip your palm, reverse your warrior. Use your inhale. Open that right side body, start to straighten that right knee. Come right into your triangle pose. So you're gonna reach your right hand out in front of you, you're gonna bring it down to the inside of the shin, the right shin. You're gonna plant that right hand down, and as you inhale, left hand comes high. And now use your block, if you have books, if you have them, but start to just reach with that left hand. And gaze can shift towards the sky, towards the floor. You can just melt that ear onto your right shoulder, wherever you are today. But take one more breath. And now as you exhale, we're gonna bring that left hand down to the inside. You're gonna come onto the ball of the left foot, and we're gonna step back. We're gonna come right into our side plank here. Vasisthasana. So left hand's down, right hand is high. And modification here, drop your left knee. Make this work for you. But you're gonna reach that right hand up high, and you're gonna breathe for 3, 2, 1. You're gonna bring the right hand down. You can flow it out with a vinyasa, or come back to downward dog. Big breath in, big breath out. You're gonna use your inhale. You're gonna lift the left leg high. Step it through, find that crescent lunge, high lunge on the other side. Use that inhale when you're ready, rise. Find the foundation, find the footing that you need. See, I'm wobbly, so I'm gonna widen my stance here, and I'm gonna pull my core in, bring my hands up high, roll the shoulders down. And then as I inhale, I'm gonna lift my heart. As I exhale, bring those cactus arms. Use that inhale, lift. Use the breath as you exhale, bring them behind you. When you're ready, come right into that airplane pose. Lift that right leg high, ground down with your left, shine the heart forward, use a big inhale. As you exhale, step back, hands come high, and then bring them behind you. Same exhale, bring it down. Find that humble, and let go. Strong legs, strong foundation, but have a light heart, a light head, a light mind. One more. Next inhale, start to rise. Bring your hands all the way up, and then as you exhale, open it up. Find that warrior 2. Let that palm reverse your warrior. Use your inhale. Open it up, and start to straighten that left knee. Keep a slight micro bend. Bring your left hand out in front of you. Come right into that triangle pose. Right hand comes high. As you're in triangle, you're peeling that whole heart open, and breathe. For 3, 2, 1. You're gonna drop the right hand down, come onto the ball of that right foot, and you're gonna step it, come into that Vasisthasana side plank. Lift the hips as you lift that hand as you inhale. If this is where you are, this is great. Maybe you're dropping your knee, that's fine. Maybe you're lifting a leg, but breathe for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, bring it down. You can rinse it out or just push your way back. Find that downward dog. Starting to build that fire. Big breath in. Big breath out. Big breath in. Big breath out. Breathe here for 3. I'm just going to check my video and make sure it's recording. Hello. Yes. All right, one more. All right, and this time, inhale, raise your right leg high. We're gonna do the same. We'll speed up the pace a little and we'll add on. So we're coming into that high lunge again. As you inhale, lift those hands. As you exhale, come into those cactus arms. Inhale, lift them high. As you exhale, bring them behind you, shift the heart. Come right into that airplane pose. Lift that leg for 3, 2. Step it back. Hands come high on the inhale. Exhale behind you and humble surrender. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. As you inhale, rise. Come right into that warrior 2. Spread it open. Next inhale, flip that palm, reverse your warrior. Big breath. Straighten that right knee. Come right into that triangle pose. Right hand comes down. Left hand lifts. Big breath in. Big breath out. All right, for the next one, we're going to walk that left foot in just a little bit. We're going to hinge at the hips. We're going to come into revolved triangle here. So you're going to bring your left hand to the inside of that right foot. You're going to sort of spin those left toes towards the front of your mat a little bit more. And you're going to ground the left hand down, and as you inhale, you're going to peel that right hand up high into the sky. The whole time pulling that right hip back and twisting from the core. And you're going to breathe for 3, 2, 1. We're going to drop the right hand down right from here. We're going to come right into our standing split. So place the right foot down. As you inhale, lift the left leg high. Bring the head down towards the mat. As you inhale, lift. This time, as you exhale, step together. And we're coming right into our Utkatasana. Big breath in. Big breath out. One more big breath in. Exhale, empty fold. As you inhale, come up half. Use your exhale, bring it down, rinse it out, or just push your way back. Find your way back to downward dog. Follow the breath. And as you're here, tap back into that intention. Tap back into that space in between. The space between the inhale and the exhale. See if you can find the pause. And as you inhale, lift the left leg high. Step it through, find that high lunge. Use your inhale, rise. Use that exhale, come into those gold pulse signs. Use that inhale, lift it. Use that exhale, hands behind you, shift the heart. Come right into that airplane pose, lift that right leg. Shine that heart energy forward, big breath in. Use your exhale, come back. Hands come behind you and right down, bring your way right into that humble surrender. Big breath in, big breath out. Use your inhale, rise again. Come right into that warrior 2, spin it open. Let that palm reverse your warrior. Use your inhale. Come into that triangle pose. Use that exhale. Left hand comes down, right hand lifts. And breathe. For 3, 2. Drop your right hand down. Come into that revolved triangle. So we're going to hinge. We're going to spin that right foot up to the front of our mat a little bit. Keep that left knee straight. Use your blocks here. And you're going to inhale, lift that left hand up high. And breathe. I'm going to drop the left hand down. Keep your blocks there if you have them, or your books. You're going to bring that right leg up high on the inhale, lift. As you exhale, bring that foot down. Inhale, come into that Utkatasana. For 3. Sink a little lower, 2. 1, exhale, empty fold. Use your inhale, come up halfway. As you exhale, find your flow, or just push your way back to downward facing dog. Big breath in, big breath out. Big breath in, big breath out. All right, we're gonna do one more. But this time, start to just flow. So maybe your eyes close. Maybe you let go of your expectation of how it should feel. On your inhale, right leg lifts. Step it through. Find that high lunge. Use your inhale, hands rise. As you exhale, find that cactus. Use that inhale, lift. Exhale, bring those hands behind you, heart shine. Let that leg come up, find that breath, find the balance for 3, 2. Step it back, hands come high on the inhale, bind them behind you, exhale, humble, let it go. For 3, 2. Use that inhale, lift. As you exhale, open up, find that warrior 2. Put that palm reverse on the inhale. Find your triangle, right down, right hand down, left hand lifts. Drop the left hand down, come into that revolve triangle, bring that right hand up high. Pulling that right hip back for 3, 2. Drop the right hand down, find that standing split. Grounding your right foot down into your mat, stay with me. Challenge here. You're gonna pull that left knee into the chest, still grounding the right foot down. Start to steady the breath. Feel the groundedness of the right foot, and when you're ready, we're pulling ourselves up nice and slow. Hands can come to heart center. Keep that left knee lifted. You're gonna take the left hand to the left knee, bring it out to the left side. Breathe here. Find the gaze. And we're gonna come right into our tree pose. So bring that left foot to the inner right thigh. Bring those hands to heart center, nice. If you fall over, that's totally fine. Pick yourself back up. And maybe you stay here at heart center, but maybe those hands come tall and you grow those branches. And as you find that rootedness of the tree, start to let go. And start to find that balance. Just breathe. For 3, 2. Slowly bring the left foot down, come right back into that chair pose, drop that weight into the heels, use your inhale, lift the hands. As you exhale, empty fold. And again, use your inhale, take that long spine. And as you exhale, you can plant those hands, you're welcome to flow it out, or I'm just gonna push it back, find your downward facing dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Last side, as you inhale, lift that left leg high. Step that foot through. As you inhale, rise. Use your exhale, bring those goalposts. Use your inhale, come high. As you exhale, bring them behind you, shine that heart, come right into that airplane. Lift that right leg up, shine the heart, big breath in. As you exhale, step it back. Inhale, lift, exhale, humble, surrender. Heart comes down, let it go. Let the weight fall. Use your inhale, lift. As you exhale, come into that warrior 2. Let that palm reverse your warrior, inhale. Come right into that triangle pose. Left hand comes down, right hand lifts. Make this feel good. Feel that heart open. Reach that right hand up high into the sky and breathe. Next breath, drop the right hand down. Find that revolved triangle. Left hand comes high. Pulling that left hip back and breathe. For 3, 2. Drop the left hand, come right into that standing split. Lift that right leg high on the inhale. Now, ground the left foot down. Stay with me. Pull that right knee in towards the chest. Nice and slow. Mind over matter here, so steady the breath. And when you're ready, start to pull it up. Hands come to heart. Bringing that knee into the chest. Bring that right hand to the right knee. Bring the right knee out to the right side. Hold it here and breathe. And then very slowly start to find your way into that tree pose. Yeah, bring that right foot to the inside of that left thigh. Bring your hands to heart center. And feel that pillar of strength. Stay here if you'd like, or if you're ready and you'd like, roll the branches. Use your inhale, start to lift the heart. Roll the shoulders back. Maybe gaze shifts. But just breathe. with the heart peel open. Good, great. And slowly coming out of it, place the right foot down, come right into that chair pose. Ground those feet down into your mat, lift those hands up, and bring it down as low as feels good. We're gonna be here, so breathe. And as you find the breath, start to lift the heart. There is a quote that says that the situation is like the chair pose of life. We suffer through it. And if we live through it, right, that sweet release is coming. But it always feels so far away. Use one more breath as we inhale, exhale, release, let go. Use that inhale halfway. And as you exhale, bring your hands to the mat, step it back, take a flow, or just push your way back. Find that downward dog. And drop your knees here. Take a child's pose. Bring the hips down towards the heels. Walk the hands out in front of you. Drop the heart to the floor. Maybe place your head on your mat and start to roll it left, right, right to left. And maybe as you're rolling your forehead back and forth, you wiggle your hips a little bit closer in towards your heels. And maybe you start to just move that energy. Whatever's stagnant, let it go. And just breathe. And maybe come back into the intention that you set. That ability to focus on the breath. That steady inhale and exhale. Letting go the need to control, because we can't. Take one last big inhale and exhale, empty. Use your next inhale, start to walk yourself up, find your way back to that downward facing dog. Walk your dog here, bend your right knee, bend your left. And we're gonna walk our feet right up to our hands. You're gonna use your exhale, let it go, fold. Take a ragdoll, so take opposite elbows. And maybe sway left. And sway right. Shake your head, yes. Shake it, no. And start to release the elbows. And start to use your inhale to roll yourself up. Find your way. One vertebrae at a time. Find your way back into that mountain pose. So ground your feet down. Zip it up. Roll the shoulders back and let that crown of your head lift. And as your eyes close, embrace that sense of strength, support, and stability. And embrace that pause. And everybody take a big inhale in. Hold it at the top. And exhale, empty, let it go. This time as you inhale, bring your hands high into the sky. You're going to exhale, bring your hands down, heart center. We're going to take our eagle pose. So we're going to ground our right foot down into our mat. We're going to bring our left foot up. So bend that left knee, bring the left knee into the chest. And as your right foot's grounded down, you're going to start to bind. So maybe your bind is just a kickstand, or maybe it's all the way around that standing leg. But as your left leg is bound around your right, your left arm comes under in those eagle arms. And you're going to start to bring those hips down. as if we're in chair pose. You're gonna bring those elbows up higher, in towards, up toward the nose. You're gonna ground down, but still finding that length in the spine. Big breath in, big breath out. One more. Nice job as you start to unwind the arms, unravel the legs. Use that inhale, lift all the way up. Use that exhale, hands to heart, and shake it out. Nice job. We'll take it on the other side. So ground the left foot down, bring the right foot around. Bring the right arm under. And take that eagle. And embrace the strength of this pose. Big breath in. Big breath out. One more. Start to unwind the arms. Unbind the legs. Use your inhale, rise, bring it all the way up. Use your exhale, bring your hands down center. Nice job. Widen your stance on your mat here. And you're going to bring the hands to heart center. And as you exhale, we're going to come right into that malasana. So bring a wide-legged squat here. Bring the elbows to the inside of the knees. Hands to heart center. You're gonna lift that heart, but send that weight down into the heels. Stay here and breathe. Or you can come into crow pose. So if crow pose is in your practice, you can ground your hands down into your mat. If it's not in your practice and you want to try, bring those hands, I like them about, I don't know, 1.5 feet in front. And you're gonna start to just create a shelf with the backs of the arms here. And you're gonna start to shift the weight forward. And it's not as much as lifting up the toes. It's more about shifting the perception. And the toes lift. Bring it back into that malasana whenever you're ready. And breathe. And now we're going to ground our hands down into our mat, and we're going to come right into our forward fold here. So you're going to exhale, empty, let the heart come down. And we're going to rise up slowly, one vertebrae at a time. We're going to do one more fun thing. We're going to come back into that chair pose. You're going to inhale, we're going to lift those hands up high. Bring the weight down into the heels. And we're very slowly, we're going to squat all the way down. Keeping control, if you can. And if you're here, see if you can come all the way down, right into our boat pose. Lift the legs. Roll the shoulders back. Nice job, and breathe. Maybe your knees are bent here. Maybe legs are straight, wherever you are, but breathe. For 5, 4, 3, 2, hug those knees in, use your exhale, rock it out, massage the spine. Rock front to back. You can stay here. If you want one more challenge, you can start to get momentum. And see if you can rock your way all the way back up into chair. And hold for 3, 2, exhale, empty fold. Use your inhale, come halfway. You can bring your hands to your mat. You're welcome to take a flow here. Just work your way back to that downward dog. Big breath in, big breath out. You're gonna drop your knees here. Cross the legs behind you and come all the way onto our backs here. Ground those feet down into your mat, and when you're ready, you're going to bring your weight all the way down. Head comes down. Keep those knees bent. Plant the feet down into your mat. We're going to come into our bridge poses. We'll do 2. So see if you can graze the backs of your heels with your fingertips. And start to just ground the feet down into your mat. And when you're ready, you're going to bring those hips up high into the sky. Use the inhale, lift those hips.
And as you lift your hips, ground down. So it's that balance, that push-pull of pushing the feet into the mat, lifting the hips. And you're welcome to stay here. You can place a block underneath that back if you want a supported bridge. Or you could walk those shoulders in towards each other, lifting that chest towards the chin just a little bit more. Wherever you are, breathe. And embrace that place of vulnerability where your heart is peeled wide open. Just let the breath come in. Let the breath go out. For 3 more. And bring it down. Give yourself a second. We'll do our last one. We'll inhale when you're ready. Bring those hips up high. Find the choice that works for you. Wheel if that's in your practice. But just breathe. You're here for 5. And bring it all the way down. You're going to take Nakti position. You're going to bring your knees together. Bring the feet wide on your mat. Let the spine settle. Give yourself a second. We're always rushing to the next thing. Let the body just be. And then when you're ready, bring the knees into the chest or bring the feet and the hands. Find that happy baby. Or if your baby's not so happy, just grab the knees. And just start to rock your way left. Rock your way right. Breathing your way. Let the breath be the one to tip you from side to side. And now you're going to bring the knees into the chest. Hug them in. And you're going to start to rock your way, find your way into seated here. And from seated, you're going to bring the left foot in to meet the right thigh. And you're going to inhale, lift those hands up high. And as you exhale, we're going to just fold over that right knee. Bringing a towel or a strap. You're going to use that exhale to bring the heart closer to the knee. You're here for 3. 2. 1. On the inhale, start to walk yourself up. And we're going to bring our hands over to the left side. And we're going to come right into our pigeon pose. So we're just going to bring that right hip over. We're going to come right over. And so that left knee stays bent. And we're scooching that left foot up towards the right wrist. We're walking that right foot back as much as we can, squaring our hips to our mat. We're going to be here not for too long, but if you have blocks, use them. Place that block underneath that left hip to help square them to the mat. Take your time here, set it up. Use your inhale, lift that heart, and as you exhale, start to surrender. Bring the head down, bring the heart down. And let go. Let go of the chaos. For 3 more breaths. Next, inhale, start to walk your hands up. Take your time, roll the shoulders open. Take that big breath, maybe a little back bend here as you inhale. And start to remove the block. Roll onto that left hip, and we're gonna switch it out. So bring that right foot in, bring the left leg out. Ground those sit bones down, and as you inhale, lift those hands up high. And as you exhale, bring it over that left knee. Start to let go. Begin to breathe. Use your inhale, start to walk yourself up. You're gonna walk those hands over to the right side. We're gonna do the same thing. So we're gonna come into our pigeon from this way, a little bit different. We're gonna bring the right knee up towards the right wrist. Bring that right foot up towards the left wrist. You're gonna walk that left foot back as much as you can. Use that block if it's there for you under that right hip. Square your hips to your mat. Use that inhale. You're gonna lift that heart. And then you exhale, surrender, let it go. We're here for 10. There's a quote that says, quiet your mind and the soul will speak. Two more. Use your inhale, start to walk yourself up. Roll the shoulders back, lift that heart, maybe it's a back bend here. And this time, as you exhale, come onto the balls of the left foot. We're gonna send that right leg up and back. Take a three-legged dog here. You can walk your dog. You can flip your dog if you want. Wherever you are, just work it out. Come back into stillness when you're ready. And then we're gonna inhale, lift the left leg. And same idea. And just bring that movement. And then we're gonna bend the right knee, bend the left. And you're gonna drop your knees here. You're gonna come onto your bottoms one last time. You're gonna bring your weight all the way down to your mat. You're gonna hug your knees in, and you're gonna come all the way down. Hug the knees into the chest. Squeeze them in, give yourself a big, big hug. Now you're gonna bring your right knee in, send that left leg down. We're gonna take our supine twist. You're gonna bring that right knee over to the left side. You're gonna spread those wings wide. And gaze can come over the opposite shoulder. And that gaze can be over the right, and just start to breathe. Let that breath untie the knots. Let the breath give yourself permission to ease up that fight or flight, which I'm sure we're all in. Use your inhale, come back to center. Bring the right knee in, switch it out. So bring that left knee in, hug it in. Send the left knee over to the right side. Open up the wings, let the gaze shift. And breathe. Use your inhale. Come back into center. Hug both knees into the chest. Give yourself a well-deserved hug. We'll take the last pose. You have a block. You can place it underneath that lower back. We'll take legs up the wall. So bringing those feet high into the sky. And maybe you start here with your eyes open. And maybe you shift the gaze to see how the world looks from upside down. And then maybe you close your eyes. And maybe you start to really just breathe. Come back just for this moment. Back to to whatever intention that you set. Maybe just to embrace the pause and let the rest be. Use your inhale, fill all the way. And then as you exhale, bring the legs all the way down. Set yourself up for your final resting pose. Let your feet splay wide. Let your body be heavy. Let your mind be light. Just let go. And know that you are enough. And you've done enough. Shavasana. And slowly start to bring awareness back by wiggling your fingers and wiggle your toes. And keeping your eyes closed. Slowly roll onto one side, finding your way into a fetal position. And I'll share a closing quote with you, or two. Bear with me. This has been all over the internet, so this is not the first time you've heard this, but it could not be more perfect, so I'm going to share. This is from the Kitty O'Mara quote, and it said, "And the people stayed home and read books and listened and rested and exercised and made art and played games and learned new ways of being and were still and listened more deeply. Some meditated, some prayed, some danced, some met their shadows, and the people began to think differently. and the people healed. And in the absence of people living in ignorant, dangerous, mindless, and heartless ways, the earth began to heal. And when the danger passed and the people joined together again, which we will, they grieved their losses and made new choices and dreamed new images and created new ways to live and heal the earth fully as they had been healed. And then it's funny how we outgrow what we once thought we couldn't live without. And then we fall in love with what we didn't even know we wanted. Life keeps leading us on journeys we would never go on if it were up to us. So don't be afraid. Have faith and find the lessons. Keeping your eyes closed, slowly roll yourself up, finding your way into that easy seated position. Bringing your hands to that heart center and bringing your thumbs to the third eye. The light in me honors the light in each and every one of you. I bow and say namaste. Thank you so much for practicing, sending everybody so much love and light, and I hope everybody is well. See you soon.